Hey, welcome everybody. This is Scott with DecoyPro, and today I just want to show you a quick tip on how I buy cheap decoys off of Craigslist, and hopefully this can help you out. So first, just go to Craigslist.org, and then what you're going to want to do is search for either goose decoys or duck decoys. So in my case, I'm going to type in goose decoys, and we're just going to hit search. The couple key things I want to look for and recommend to you is to try to first find older posts, because typically if a seller has had decoys for sale longer than a few weeks, they're probably going to be a little bit more apt to negotiate price. So what I'm doing right now is I'm scrolling down to the bottom of the page to find the oldest post decoys. So here I'm just going to take a look at this one here. This here, they've got 70 plus goose shell decoys, and they've got a list price of $450. So the other thing I want to point out is you can see up here where it says posted. That's going to tell you exactly how long this has been posted. So this has been posted about a month ago. Like I said, these are, the older posts typically have a little bit better chance of negotiating price with these. So I'm going to hit reply, and I'm going to reply with Gmail. Now, one thing to keep in mind, sometimes in the post there, if they've got a phone number, you can text them. And actually, if you text the seller, you may be able to get a quicker response. In this case, I am going to email. So the first email I'm going to send to them is just, just say something like, do you still have the, do you still have the decoys for sale? Okay. And then the response, let's say you get a yes, right? So this is the response, you get a yes. My suggestion is to start off with an offer that's about 30% less than the list price. So as you can see here, the list price was $450. 30% off would be like $290 or something like that. I'm just going to offer, say, $300. So what I'm going to do is say, I'm interested. Would you consider 300? And then it's important to say I have cash and can meet today. Okay, so it's important to let them know that you've got cash and that you can meet them today, because if they, like I said, if they've had these decoys for sale for a while, and they know they can get rid of them right away for cash, that's great. They may come back and say, I would accept, let's say, $350. So it's important that when you go back into these, that you first determine what price that you're willing to accept. So if you're offering 30% less to start, I recommend doing that so that that you have some room then to negotiate and end up somewhere in between, what they're listing and that 30% price. I typically won't recommend that you actually offer them less than 30%, just because if you do, you could offend them and they may end up, not even responding. So 30% less, and then just go back and forth and try to, like I said, negotiate a price that ends up somewhere in between, because if they've had them for sale for a while, they might be willing to negotiate. One other tip on Craigslist too is, I'm just going to go back here for sale by owner. The other thing is that decoys, I'm going to search again here, goose decoys, is that a lot of times too, the postings that just come out, those also a lot of times sell really fast. So if you are looking for decoys and there's nothing out there, a lot of times those posts that just happen can sell really fast. So what you can do is, if you can just type in your keywords, the goose decoys, and the little trick is over here, you can hit email alert. And what that's going to do then is it's going to set up anytime that there's a new listing that has the name Goose Decoys, you're going to get an email so that you can contact that seller right away. So that can also help you get the decoys that you want. So hopefully these few tips were useful, and I will talk to you in the next video.